Hey there, Don Wilson here. First and foremost, thank you very much for your time. I know you're busy, so I'll get right into it. Today I'm going to demonstrate a piece of software that does some stuff that I've never seen any software do before. I've only was able to get a very limited amount of licenses, and I know when people see this, it is going to sell out fast. So make sure whatever you're doing right now, you carve out time to watch this video, because I do sell out stuff pretty quickly, because if you come back later, it'll probably be gone. I've only got a very limited amount of licenses. Now this piece of software, just kind of imagine complete fan page automation of all your pages, plus Trust Tracker technology to where you can get list building and monetization all on autopilot without ever having to go search for content again or ever even come back and look at your pages. It's really cool. I used it on a couple different pages now to test it out and make sure it works right, because this software is pretty crazy and it's amazing. So over the last week on one of my gun rights pages, I let this software run, and it every single post that you're seeing in here has been posted by a piece of software. I never went out and looked and find it. My VA didn't go out and look and find it. It's all very, very good content. People are liking, people are engaging. I'm getting just as many people to engage with my page as I did when my assistant was posting the content. And I'll show you. As you can see, March 4th, posted by Bobby Chaucedra. That's my assistant on here. Now, March 5th, posted by me. Now, I think you can probably know by now that I'm not going into all my different pages out there looking for content and posting all this stuff up by myself. I absolutely do not have time to do that, especially since during this time I was running a full-time event over the weekend, so it would have been impossible unless I scheduled these a long time ago. So this piece of software is basically going out to any other page that's out there, find relevant content that I probably wouldn't even be able to find myself, and is using it. So like right when Facebook was quote going to ban the gun pages, it went out and it found an article, uploaded it to my site, gunlawspetition.com, and now when people click it, this is what happens. We went out to NRA News, which it says up in the top right, and we found this thing that they posted on one of their websites. We iframed it up just like Trust Tracker did. As you can see where it says likes 331,000, follow us on Facebook. That's my Facebook page. That's not the people that have Bright or where this actual article came from. That's my stuff. So now I'm taking content that NRA posted, I'm sharing it over locally to my blog on autopilot. It's going to iframe over the content so we can share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Google+, and grow my blog for me with other people's content. And then when they try and leave, boom, want one of these bad boys? It pops up just like Trust Tracker. So not only is my entire fan page automated, but I'm using other people's content that I normally probably wouldn't post because I'd have to send my traffic over to their site. Now I send it to my own site, and I grab all that traffic, I grab extra free likes when people share it from my site, and when people leave, I go and build my list with this. I have a 4-part email sequence, and it goes over the credit card line. I'm making at least $50 to $100 a day, every single day, completely on autopilot from this offer, and I'm adding hundreds of people to my list from content I never had to go out and find, from stuff I never had to go out and post. It just did it all by itself. Alright, so these are extremely easy to set up. As you can see, this is good content. Alright, 27,000 people saw that one, 74,000 people. This is the best post I think we've had. There was one more post. There's 2 posts that the software found that my assistant probably wouldn't have found. Maybe I wouldn't even found it. Look at these people. Says this deserves over 100,000 likes, and this is a very, very good post. My page engagement on this page, I think it may have went up a little bit since we've actually been using it, because we don't take enough time to find the perfect content out there. Now, none of this stuff I had to actually go out and find myself. So I just want to show you the inside of this thing. I'm using it on my gun page already. I'm using it on my Blackhawks page, starting to roll it out on all my sports pages, starting to roll it out on all of my dog pages, because that stuff that popped up on the credit card knife, you can pop it up with the Teespring thing, you can pop it off with a hoodie giveaway. I'm going to start getting hundreds of opt-ins every single day in all of my niches without ever having to look or create a piece of content myself. So let me just show you the inside of this thing and how it works. Basically, I go out and find a couple different content sources on there that are good pages to go off of. There's I support my gun rights here. Another one, as you probably saw from my page, here's the NRA News. This, as it says here, photos, and then links. I don't want to go pull links off of another page that's maybe promoting Teespring or their signs for Shopify or something like that. I just want to pull links from engaging content that's not going to make money for somebody else, that's going to get shared. So we will go over to the NRA News and we find content links off of their page. I don't want to pull the photos off these pages. Like I'm not pulling this photo in. I'm not going to pull this photo in. I'm going to pull that link in most likely. If you look at this link right here and all this stuff, you'll probably notice as I go through on this page, this guy's face. Where is it? Boom. Right there. And we have a completely different post. The actual post that's inside of this takes information from, from this site right here, and it pulls it out of here. Spartan County Sheriff, Chuck said, yada, yada, yada. And that's what it posts right here. So we get completely different posts, completely different content. People will share that, people will like that. And it won't get as many likes as a photo, but it'll get tons of comments, and it'll be engaging, real content that I wouldn't have time, or my assistant wouldn't have time to go find, but the NRA does have time. Now, we don't want to give the NRA all of our traffic. We want to keep it in-house, and now we're growing that, and we're getting credit card knife opt-ins, all with somebody else's hard work and their own content generation. So we've got that set up. We've got one site set up for links. We've got all these sites set up for photos, and this page completely runs 100% on autopilot. The same thing over here with my Blackhawks page. Here's a link to blackhawksgear.com, which is our site. This Chicago Blackhawks news feeds that they do, not news feeds. It's like a live stream that they do sometimes. Okay, this right here, 125 people liking this, lots of good comments. Here's somebody else's shirt. Here, we're not selling anything active on this page right now. All we're doing is getting engagement, because this is the off season now. This team's pretty much done. I wouldn't actually have the resources to put a VA on this page. This page during the off season, along with my Notre Dame page, along with all my other pages, would die. Instead, we're sharing content that other people have on their pages and photos that are already out there. All this stuff, as you can see, from March 5th on, Seahawks gear right here, 17 seconds. Here's a photo. It's all posted by Donald Wilson. You know I'm not in here posting stuff. Almost every single one of my pages within the next 2 weeks is going to be completely automated. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go out there and fire all my VAs, which probably will happen on some of this stuff. I can cut a lot of costs. But basically, all those smaller pages with 10,000 fans, 5,000 fans, 15,000 fans that I had to let die before, they don't have to die anymore. I can continue to build opt-ins. I can continue to send them CPA offers, because I don't have to research content ever again. I can run those pages, have my assistant go in for 5 minutes per page a day, go look at the comments, reply to them, and then go back out of the page, and we're good to go. So I've got to switch my assistant over to that. So right now we don't get replies on all these, but by next week we're going to start having replies on all these pages, because now she's got a completely different role. Now she doesn't have to go out there, find all this content, post on our pages. Now all we got to do is set this plugin up, let it run, go find ways to monetize, find ways to grow our list, put those on the conversion thing, and we're set. So let me show you kind of inside the Gun Laws one how it works. All you do is, step one, you install the plugin. Step two, you go out there and you find other sites like this one right here. I'm sorry, my voice is a little gone. 3.5 million. You find other sites out there that you want to get photos from, and then you find other sites out there that aren't promoting stuff that's against you, and you get the links from that. So that's step two. Then step three, you choose how often you want it to post. Inside of this thing, I don't want to show you every little piece inside of the software, because they show you how to use all of it. I just want to show you what the software is doing, okay? So you're going to set it up. If you want to post at 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 a.m., and then 11 a.m., you can. You can have it post every 2 hours. You can have it post every 1 hour. I've set my stuff up while I was testing this to post 3 to 5 times a day, depending on those. So you install the plugin. That's step one. Choose your content sources. Right here, it's really simple. You put a page name in there, the source name, you add new, you decide if it's going to be photos or links, and it's done. This is a very, very quick setup. So once you've done that, you choose how often it's going to post. Then you come over here to this thing called conversion rules. I think it's a weird name, but that's just what they have it set up here as. And this one, it's the knife offer. I can look at it, I can edit it, and it's very, very simple. I will go find what I'm using for links, and I want to do basically the trust checker pop on them with something that's going to make me money. Pop-up settings, we go here. This one's custom content code. You can see what it looks like. You can build your own pop-ups. You can just put a link in, and it will just iframe that pop-up right over it, just like Trust Tracker normally does. This has a little bit more customization. You can build your own stuff within this. Now, I don't want to show you every little nook and cranny of it, because I did show you the demonstration of it. This is really, really easy to set up, and it's allowing you to put Teespring stuff up there. You can put hoodie giveaways up there, and you're using everybody else's hard work at going out there and researching good, relevant content, iframing over their links so it builds your own blog for you, and then you can pop up so you can actually make money and build your own list off of everybody else's content. So you don't have to look for content anymore. You don't have to post on your fan pages anymore. All you got to do is go back every now and then and reply to comments. So it's pretty much 95% of all the hard work of pages is completely automated. So once again, step one, install the plugin. Step two, choose your content sources. Step three, figure out how often you want it to post. And then you're automating. money. Now, if you want to build lists and make money, then you've got to make a step forward here where you actually put in a conversion goal, a pop-up, so that you can actually start to build your list and start to make money. First, I set them up. I get it automated, making sure that all the posts are looking good, and then I set it up to where I can put what's quote a conversion rule for 5 minutes, reply to stuff, and now she's able to run 20, 30, 40 pages by one person because all they have to do is go in and reply.